God says, you must see this. There's amazing news waiting for you today, November 15th. Open this fast before the moment passes. I'm serious, open it now. Beloved, listen now, without delay, for this moment is not ordinary and this message was not meant for another time. You must hear this the very instant your eyes fall upon these words, because what I am about to reveal to you is aligned precisely with this day, this hour, this breath. I am speaking, and Archangel Michael stands with me, his wings surrounding you even as you read, urging your spirit to stay open. Understand the gravity. There is something waiting for you in the unseen, something that has already begun to move in your favor, something with a divine appointment tied directly to this date, November 15th. You need to receive it before the moment passes. I do not want you to miss this. This is not a gentle suggestion. This is a pull on your soul. This is a knocking that you must answer now. You have asked for signs, you have begged for clarity, you have whispered into the silence for me to show you something undeniable, and here I am, right now, placing this message in your path with such precision that even your doubts will tremble. I am telling you, you must see this. You must take this seriously. There is amazing news waiting for you, a divine turn, a reversal, a breakthrough, a long-awaited release. You are closer than you think, closer than you feel, closer than you dare believe. And you must not delay. When timing is divine, hesitation is dangerous. Delay is costly. Do not let your fear, your overthinking, your exhaustion, or your old wounds pull you back from what I am placing in front of you. You think you stumbled onto these words? No. You think this is coincidence? No. You think you simply felt like checking at this moment? No. You are here because I directed you here. Because I have something to reveal that needed to reach you urgently, without interference, without distraction, without anyone else's voice twisting the meaning. You, alone, in this moment, are the one I am speaking to. Hear me, heaven has shifted something for you. Archangel Michael has lifted his sword over your situation and cut through a barrier that has resisted you for too long. You have been pushing against something invisible, trying, fighting, struggling, feeling like breakthroughs slip just out of reach, like opportunities stretch out their hand but vanish when you try to grasp them. You have been battling forces you could not identify, cycles you could not name, resistance you could not explain. But that resistance, yes, the one that has made you feel stuck, delayed, frustrated, is cracking. It is cracking now. And this is why urgency fills these words, because once something breaks in the spiritual realm, you must be awake, alert, present to receive what follows in the physical. There is a window opening, and Michael has been positioned at its threshold to keep anything that once blocked you from stepping through again. He is fighting for you even now. You may not feel it, but that does not change the truth. I know how weary you have grown. I know the nights you stayed awake, replaying your mistakes, questioning your worth, wondering if you misheard me, wondering if you misread the signs, wondering if you were ever meant to rise at all. I have seen the moments when hope thinned inside you, when your heart felt like it was dimming, when you wanted to numb yourself, run away, disappear into silence. I know the heaviness that sat on your chest when you woke up some mornings, the pressure that made it hard to breathe, the ache of disappointments that piled higher than your expectations. You have cried tears no one saw. You have carried burdens no one helped you lift. You have endured battles no one recognized. You have kept going when quitting would have been the easy route. And because you kept going, even when it hurt, even when it bruised your spirit, even when you doubted yourself, I am honoring that perseverance. I am rewarding that endurance. I am responding to that quiet, shaking faith you held onto even when everything seemed to contradict it. This is why this message had to reach you now. There is something releasing, something long overdue, and the timing is exact. You are entering a divine intersection where what you have prayed for, what you have worked for, what you have waited for, what you have cried for, and what you have endured for is aligning. Not randomly. Not vaguely. Precisely. Your season is shifting. Repeat that to your spirit, my season is shifting. Feel how it vibrates inside you, how it awakens something dormant, how it stirs the part of you that refuses to give up. You are not imagining that feeling. That is recognition. That is truth resonating with your spirit. I am not giving you empty encouragement. I am delivering a spiritual alert. An angelic warning. A divine notice. Things are about to move rapidly. Sudden opportunities. Sudden clarity. Sudden favor. Sudden release. Sudden justice. Sudden alignment. Some things you thought were dead are about to show signs of life. Some things you walked away from are about to return in transformed form. Some blockages that seemed immovable are about to crumble so quickly you will be stunned. The shift will not happen slowly. It will not unfold gradually. It will come like a wind, swift and undeniable, touching everything connected to your destiny. And this is why you needed this message before the moment passed, because when the winds of change begin to blow, you must not be asleep. You must not be distracted. You must not be doubting. You must be ready. Michael says, do not fear the intensity you feel rising inside you. That pressure is not punishment, it is preparation. That stirring is not anxiety, it is activation. That tightness in your spirit is not danger, it is destiny. You are being lifted into a higher frequency, a higher level of clarity, a higher spiritual alignment. Heaven has ordered your steps, and I stand guard over the path. Listen to him. His voice is fierce but loving. When Michael speaks, truth cuts through confusion like a blade through fog. He is not warning you because something bad is coming. He is warning you because something good is arriving, and he does not want you to miss it through hesitation, fear, or self-sabotage. Say, Amen, I'm standing strong in faith, if nothing can shake your trust in God. You have no idea how close you are. You have no concept of how much has already shifted. If you could see, even briefly, what is lining up for you, you would fall to your knees not in fear but in awe. Because while you have been worrying about what is falling apart, heaven has been assembling what is coming together. You have been looking at what you lost. I have been preparing what you are about to receive. You have been mourning doors that closed. I have been opening doors you never imagined existed. You have been asking why certain people drifted away. I have been bringing the right people toward you. You have been fighting battles alone. I have been sending angels to surround you. You have been carrying guilt, doubt, fear, and memories. I have been rewriting your future beyond what your past ever suggested. This is why I tell you, you must see this. You must be awake to this. You must open your spirit fast, before the moment passes, because the timing is intertwined with divine orchestration. Some things you prayed for required delays. Yes, delays. You begged me to speed things up, not knowing that rushing would have destroyed the blessing. You wanted clarity sooner, not knowing your heart wasn't ready. You wanted breakthroughs before your foundation was stable. You wanted certain people to stay, not knowing their intentions were not pure enough to stand with you in what is coming. You don't know how many storms I blocked from hitting you. You don't know how many traps were set in your path but never reached you. You don't know how many betrayals were planned but dissolved before they manifested. You don't know how many times I intervened in silence to protect your journey. Michael has fought battles on your behalf that you never even sensed. And now that the spiritual atmosphere has cleared, now that the resistance has broken, now that the timing is ripe, it is your turn to receive. This is not simply encouragement. This is notification. This is divine confirmation. This is the whisper you needed to feel in your bones. And as Michael stands here, close enough for you to feel the shift in the air, he says, you have been chosen for a rise that cannot be blocked. What is coming is secured. What is releasing is unstoppable. What is aligning is protected. Walk forward with courage, for heaven has gone before you. Beloved, stay with me, do not drift, do not pause, do not let your attention waver, because the energy in this message is alive and it is still moving toward you even as you read. You are being spoken to directly, intentionally, precisely, and the moment you opened your spirit to part 1, I began opening doors that were waiting for your yes. Archangel Michael has not stepped away, he is still beside you, radiating a field of protection so strong that some of the heaviness you've been carrying will start dissolving even while your eyes move through these words. Feel that. Feel how something in you is shifting, softening, awakening. You may feel warmth, pressure, intensity, or a rising sensation in your chest or stomach. That is not your imagination, that is your alignment increasing, your frequency lifting, your soul remembering who you are and what has been promised to you. And I need you to understand this. What is coming toward you right now is not small, not ordinary, not temporary. This is not a minor change or a gentle improvement. This is a divine chain reaction, and the moment this shift begins to unfold, multiple areas of your life will start accelerating at once. The reason this message is so urgent, the reason my tone carries such intensity, the reason Michael is standing guard as you read, is because the window that is open for you is meaningful, powerful, time-sensitive. You are being aligned with what you were created for, and nothing from your past has the authority to interfere unless you allow it. Do not allow it. Do not give your history more power than your destiny. Do not let old fears speak louder than my voice. Do not mistake your trauma for your identity. You have outgrown the version of yourself your past tried to freeze you into. Listen, the old timeline is collapsing. The old patterns are breaking. The old cycles are losing their grip. This is why you have felt strange lately, why nothing feels the same, why your emotions have been intense, why your dreams have been vivid, why your spirit has been restless, why certain people have been falling away, why certain opportunities have suddenly shifted, why your intuition has been louder than usual. You are not falling apart. You are being rerouted. You are being upgraded. You are being restructured from the inside out. Heaven has been adjusting your path, and although you could not see the full picture, you could feel the shaking. Do not fear the shaking. The shaking is evidence that something stubborn is breaking loose. Michael says, everything that is leaving your life now is leaving because it cannot follow you into what is coming. Understand the weight of that. Some relationships have ended because the alignment was broken. Some opportunities fell through because they would have become traps. Some delays happened because the timing was not yet safe. Some people distanced themselves because their spirit recognized your elevation even before you did. You have been protected in ways you did not recognize, and now you are being positioned in ways you cannot yet comprehend. The urgency you feel, the sense that something big is about to happen, is not anxiety, it is spiritual awareness. Your spirit can feel the shift before your mind can understand it. You are sensing a divine momentum building around you. You are sensing that the season you are entering has a magnitude that cannot be ignored. That is why nothing in your life feels normal right now, because nothing about what is happening spiritually is normal. Heaven has been preparing a release that will alter the landscape of your circumstances. But you must hear me clearly, there is something you have been carrying, some belief, some wound, some heaviness, that you must release before the breakthrough fully manifests. It is not punishment. It is preparation. You cannot take self-doubt into your next level. You cannot take hesitation into your next level. You cannot take fear of abandonment into connections I am sending. You cannot take scarcity into the abundance I am releasing. You cannot take guilt into the healing that is approaching. You cannot take old anger into relationships I am restoring. You cannot take your old identity into your new season. Michael has been trying to cut this weight off of you for months, but every time he lifted his sword, you tightened your grip. You held on to things that hurt you because they were familiar. You held on to memories that made you small because they felt like home. You held on to beliefs that limited you because they were comfortable. But comfort and calling rarely exist in the same place. You were born for expansion, not confinement. You were created for elevation, not stagnation. You were designed for purpose, not pain. I am speaking this with love, but with firmness. It is time to let go. It is time to release. It is time to surrender the things that have been weighing your spirit down. You are stepping into a season where heaviness cannot follow you. Your wings cannot open if your hands are full of what you were meant to drop. Listen closely. You cannot rise if you cling to the ground. And this is where the urgency intensifies. The shift is not coming months from now. It is not coming someday. It is moving toward you now. There are blessings already en route. There are opportunities already assigned. There is favor already activated. There is healing already unfolding. There is protection already deployed. There is restoration already building. And heaven is urging you to prepare, not by striving, not by panicking, not by forcing, but by opening, receiving, allowing. Michael says, do not let fear talk you out of what heaven is trying to deliver. Fear will whisper that you are not ready. Fear will whisper that you will fail again. Fear will whisper that you will lose again. Fear will whisper that you don't deserve what is coming. Fear will whisper that you will be disappointed. But fear is a liar. Fear is the language of your old wounds. Fear is the echo of a past that no longer belongs to you. My voice is truth. My voice is clarity. My voice is calling you forward. You must trust the pull you feel inside you, the quiet but persistent knowing that something bigger is unfolding. You have been sensing it for a while now, even if you couldn't explain it. You have felt a shift in your spirit. You have felt a rise in your intuition. You have felt a deeper longing for alignment. You have felt the old version of yourself growing tighter, smaller, more uncomfortable. That discomfort is not punishment, it is growth. You are evolving, and evolution always requires shedding. There is something else I need you to understand. The blessing coming toward you is not fragile. It is secured. It is protected. It is yours. But your posture matters. Not perfection, posture. The openness of your heart. The willingness of your spirit. The readiness of your mind. The trust in your steps. I am not asking you to be fearless. I am asking you to move even when fear tries to anchor you. I am asking you to believe that you are worthy of good things. I am asking you to stop assuming loss every time something good begins. I am asking you to stop expecting disappointment. I am asking you to prepare for the blessing you once thought was impossible. Michael stands behind you right now, wings spread, creating a shield of light around you so powerful that every dark thought, every negative memory, every whisper of doubt is weakened in his presence. He is not only protecting you from external forces, he is protecting you from the internal ones that try to sabotage your rise. He is cutting through the illusions that have convinced you you're not enough. He is cutting through the lies that told you you're unworthy. He is cutting through the shadows that made you hide your own greatness. And he says, enough. It is time to stand. It is time to rise. It is time to remember who walks with you. You are not weak. You are not broken. You are not behind. You are not forgotten. You are not disqualified. You are not cursed. You are not unlucky. You are not doomed to repeat the past. You are stepping into a season where everything that once made you feel small will lose its power. You are stepping into divine timing. You are stepping into clarity. You are stepping into alignment. You are stepping into strength. You are stepping into purpose. You are stepping into favor so expansive that even the areas of your life that look dry now will overflow. Stay open. Stay with me. Stay in this frequency. Stay in this message. There is more you need to hear, and heaven is not finished speaking. Stay with me now, because what I am about to unfold in your spirit requires your full presence. You are moving through a sacred moment, a thin place where heaven bends close enough for you to feel its breath on your skin. You are not reading this casually. You are not stumbling through this message by accident. You are here because the timing is divine and what is approaching you is far too significant to ignore. I need your heart open. I need your spirit awake. I need your energy attuned. You are not the same person you were even days ago. Your spirit has already crossed into a new frequency, though your mind is still catching up. This is why you have felt out of place lately, why familiar routines feel strange, why certain emotions rise without explanation, why you sense change even before you see proof of it. You are in spiritual transition, and transitions are sacred. They are delicate. They are powerful. They mark the end of the old and the slow dawn of the new. You may feel stretched. You may feel pulled. You may feel unsettled. But I tell you this with authority, nothing you feel right now is random. Nothing you feel is without purpose. You are being recalibrated from within. You are being aligned to what is coming, not what has been. You are being guided into who you are becoming, not who you were forced to be. Change is uncomfortable, but growth always is. I am not asking you to understand everything, I am asking you to trust the process you are in. You are on the edge of a shift that will change the trajectory of your life. And I need you alert enough to recognize it when it arrives. Right, Amen, I rest in your perfect timing, if patience and trust have become your strength. Michael places his hand on your shoulder now, a gesture not of fear, but of reassurance, and he says, breathe. You are safe. You are protected. You are guided. Feel the weight of that. Feel the warmth of it traveling through your body. Feel how some tightness loosens in your chest, how your breathing deepens, how your energy softens. That is His presence. That is angelic intervention. That is spiritual grounding so you can receive what is coming next. I need to reveal something that you have sensed but never fully understood. You have been in a spiritual battle that was not caused by your weakness but by your potential. The opposition you faced, the delays you endured, the heaviness you carried, the people who turned against you, these were not signs of defeat. They were signs of destiny. What was trying to break you could sense what you were about to become. Darkness always tries hardest to stop those who carry the most light. You have wondered why your path felt harder than others, why your heart seemed to feel deeper, why your challenges seemed heavier. It is because you were not created for an ordinary life. You were created for impact. You were created to shift energy around you. You were created to elevate others simply by existing in your truth. And anything with that level of purpose is always fought the hardest. But here is what no force of darkness expected: you survived. You held on to a flicker of hope even when your spirit was exhausted. You moved forward even when you were unsure. You got back up every time you were knocked down. You kept compassion in your heart even after heartbreak. You kept believing in goodness even after disappointment. You kept searching for meaning even when life felt chaotic. You kept trying. You kept loving. You kept going. And because of that, something powerful has been activated in you, something unstoppable, something radiant, something ancient and divine. You are entering a new chapter where what once attacked you will have no access to you. What once drained you will no longer reach you. What once confused you will no longer distort your clarity. The season of spiritual resistance is ending. The season of divine momentum is beginning. I am not only shifting circumstances around you, I am shifting the atmosphere within you. You are being fortified. You are being strengthened. You are being awakened in ways you have not experienced before. Your intuition will sharpen. Your clarity will heighten. Your emotional resilience will deepen. Your spiritual confidence will solidify. You will know things without needing proof. You will sense things before they unfold. You will understand why certain chapters ended. You will no longer blame yourself for what was never your fault. You will no longer shrink to fit into spaces you outgrew. You will no longer carry guilt for choosing your peace. Michael says, you have been walking with wounds that were never meant to be permanent. And now those wounds are beginning to close. You may still feel them ache from time to time, that is the memory leaving your body. You may still feel waves of old sadness or sudden emotion, that is the residue releasing. Healing does not happen in silence, it happens in movement. The ache you feel is not regression, it is release. Let it go. Let the tears come if they need to. Let the old pain rise so it can leave. You are shedding an emotional skin you no longer need. And hear me when I say this, what is coming will justify everything you endured. The blessings ahead of you are not random rewards, they are intentional restorations. They will not simply replace what you lost, they will elevate you beyond what you imagined. You have been in a season of pruning, not punishment. I removed what was unstable. I cleared what was misaligned. I stripped away what was draining you. And though it hurt, it created space. Space for what belongs. Space for what will stay. Space for what will grow. Space for what will uplift, not diminish, you. There is a blessing with your name on it, written, sealed, and protected. No one can take it. No one can intercept it. No one can sabotage it. It is uniquely yours, divinely allocated, spiritually secured. But I need you in the right state of mind to receive it. Not fearful. Not doubting. Not shrinking. Not expecting loss. You have lived too long expecting disappointment. You have spent too many years waiting for the next blow. But that mindset is tied to an old season that is closing now. Release it. Release the habit of anticipating pain. Release the pattern of preparing for worst-case scenarios. Release the instinct to self-protect from blessings. You are entering a season where you can finally breathe fully without wondering when the next storm will come. You are entering a season where good things will not feel temporary. You are entering a season where peace will not feel foreign. You are entering a season where joy will not scare you. Michael leans closer, his voice strong and steady. You are safe now. You are shifting into divine protection so deep that even the things that once hurt you will bounce off your spirit like shadows hitting light. Your energy is rising. Your frequency is lifting. Your aura is strengthening. You are becoming unreachable to the forces that once targeted you. This is what elevation feels like. It feels like confusion at first because you've never lived in this level of protection before. It feels like unfamiliar peace. It feels like sudden clarity. It feels like a quieting of the inner warfare you thought would last forever. What is coming will calm you. What is coming will restore you. What is coming will exhilarate you. What is coming will heal you. What is coming will make you look back and say, "Now I understand. Now it makes sense. Now I see why the storms came. Now I see why certain people left. Now I see why the delays happened. Now I see why the heartbreak was necessary. Now I see why I could not settle. Now I see why my spirit kept pushing me forward even when I felt tired." You are on the edge of transformation so profound that your future self is already celebrating. There are versions of you waiting just ahead, stronger, wiser, clearer, freer. You are about to meet them. You are about to step into them. You are about to merge with the person you were always meant to become. Stay with me. Stay open. Stay receptive. Heaven is not finished speaking. Stay with me, beloved, stay present, stay open, stay receptive, because the energy of this message is still unfolding around you. There is more you need to hear, and there is more heaven needs to deliver. You are not reading this for comfort or curiosity. You are reading this because you were called into this moment. Your spirit responded long before your mind could understand. Something in you recognized this frequency, recognized this urgency, recognized this voice, and now you are here, held between angelic wings and divine intention. This part of the message carries a deeper activation, a deeper revelation, and Archangel Michael stands even closer now, because we are entering the part of your transition where clarity becomes unavoidable. Listen closely. You are being prepared for a level of alignment that will require you to step out of the shadows of your own hesitations. You have been playing small without even noticing how often you dim your own spirit just to fit the comfort of others or the expectations of your past. You have carried a habit of shrinking, of holding back, of second-guessing your intuition because somewhere along the way, you learned to fear your own power. You learned to distrust your inner voice. You learned to doubt the signals inside you. But that learning was not truth, it was survival. It was adaptation. It was the way your younger self protected you when the world around you did not understand your sensitivity, your depth, your perception, your calling. But hear me, that version of you is retiring now. That protective layer, that guarded instinct, that defensive posture, it is dissolving. You do not need it anymore. You are stepping into a chapter where your strength is safe, where your intuition can expand without being attacked, where your sensitivity becomes a weapon of clarity, not a burden. You are not fragile, you are spiritually aware. You are not too emotional, you are deeply connected. You are not too intense, you are divinely tuned. And every part of you that was once rejected, misunderstood, or suppressed is rising now to its rightful place. Michael says, you are not becoming someone new, you are becoming someone true. Let those words settle. Let them echo through your mind. Let them shake the dust off the parts of your spirit that have been dormant for too long. The next phase of your life is not about reinvention, it is about revelation. Revealing who you have always been beneath the fear, beneath the doubt, beneath the conditioning. You have been made to believe that you should soften your light to avoid intimidating others. But I tell you now, shine. Shine fully. Shine boldly. Shine fiercely. Shine without apology. Because the blessings coming to you require a version of you that is fully awake. Not half present. Not half believing. Not half committed. The opportunities aligning for you are too big for a shrinking spirit. The doors I am opening cannot be walked through with hesitation. The relationships coming your way require emotional honesty that fear cannot coexist with. The elevation awaiting you demands that you stand in your power, not in your wounds. You have reached a point in your journey where old emotional reflexes cannot follow you. You cannot bring insecurity into a season of divine confidence. You cannot bring self-sabotage into a season of answered prayers. You cannot bring doubt into a season of alignment. Everything about the next phase of your life requires courage. Not dramatic courage, not reckless courage, but quiet, steady, grounded courage. The courage to believe you are worthy. The courage to trust what you feel. The courage to stay open. The courage to receive. And now I need to reveal something that may shift your understanding of your entire past. Every disappointment, every loss, every betrayal, every delay had purpose, not as punishment, but as redirection. You did not lose anything that was meant for your destiny. What walked away was not aligned. What fell apart was not stable. What collapsed was not built on truth. What ended was not strong enough to hold the weight of your calling. You did not fail. You were being protected. You were being saved from futures that would have drained your spirit or dimmed your light. Some of the people you prayed to keep in your life were removed because their intentions could not survive your elevation. Some of the opportunities you begged for were blocked because they would have become cages. Some of the things you chased were denied because they would have distracted you from what is truly yours. I do not deny to punish, I deny to redirect. I do not delay to frustrate, I delay to prepare. Nothing was wasted. Nothing was random. Nothing was meaningless. Michael steps forward, his voice steady like thunder softened by compassion. They hurt you, yes. But they did not break you. You were shaken, yes. But you were not destroyed. What was meant to bury you became the soil that grew you. What was meant to crush you awakened you. And now you rise, not in anger, not in revenge, but in purpose. You are rising into a new identity, not defined by wounds, but by wisdom. Not shaped by fear, but by resilience. Not anchored in the past, but rooted in divine purpose. And as you rise, you will feel certain parts of your life loosening their grip, old connections, old thought patterns, old emotional triggers. This is not loss, it is liberation. Your spirit is shedding the layers that cannot survive the altitude you are ascending to. Do you feel it? Do you feel how something in your chest opens when you hear these words? Do you feel how your body responds to the truth even before your mind catches up? That is alignment. That is resonance. That is recognition. Your spirit knows this message is not here to comfort, it is here to awaken, to activate, to prepare you for what is coming. And now I tell you something you must carry with seriousness. The blessing approaching you is larger than your past, louder than your doubt, stronger than your fear, and more transformative than anything you have experienced before. This is why you have been sensing urgency, why your dreams have intensified, why your emotions have surged, why your intuition has been screaming for your attention. Something big is moving toward you, and your spirit can feel it even if your eyes cannot yet see it. The breakthroughs coming are multi-layered. Not one blessing. Not one shift. Multiple. Financial breakthroughs. Emotional healing. Restored confidence. Divine favor. Aligned relationships. Opportunities that seem to appear out of nowhere. Sudden clarity where confusion once lived. Unexpected support from people divinely placed in your path. You are entering a season where what once felt impossible will become effortless. Where what once felt blocked will open suddenly. Where what once felt heavy will feel light. You are stepping into acceleration. But acceleration requires readiness. Heaven is not asking you to be perfect, but you must be present. You must be awake. You must be willing. You must stay in the energy of trust, even when uncertainty whispers. You must allow yourself to believe that good things can happen for you, not just for others. You must stop disqualifying yourself from miracles. You must stop assuming pain is your destiny. You must stop expecting loss as if it is inevitable. You are not cursed, you are chosen. You are not unlucky, you are protected. You are not overlooked, you are in preparation. You are not behind, you are being positioned. Every part of you that thought you were forgotten is about to realize you were being saved. Michael says, "Take heart. What is written for you cannot be erased." He raises his sword, not in warfare now, but in declaration. A signal to the spiritual realm that your blessing is releasing. A sign that your elevation is active. A message to every opposing force that its access is revoked. Feel the shift. Feel how your energy changes even as you read. Feel how something in you expands, lightens, awakens. That is not imagination, that is activation. You are stepping into alignment with your destined season, and heaven is aligning everything around you to match what is awakening within you. There is more to reveal. There is more to speak. There is more for your spirit to receive. Stay with me. Stay open. The message continues. Stay close now, beloved. Do not drift away from this moment, because the message deepens here in a way that speaks directly to the part of you that has been quietly crying out for understanding. You are not just reading words, you are being guided, lifted, aligned. Your spirit is being prepared for the next unfolding, and Archangel Michael is still here, standing firm behind you with a presence so powerful that if you were to quiet your mind for just a second, you would feel the air around you shift. You would feel the light around you intensify. You would feel your soul rise, even if your body stays still. This part of the message enters the places you don't talk about, the places you don't show, the places even you have avoided looking at. Because if you are going to step into this new season, this divinely timed elevation, you must understand something essential about your journey. You were never meant to live in survival forever. You were never meant to carry the weight of every old memory like a stone strapped to your spirit. You were never meant to give your past the authority to define what comes next. Yet you have spent years, even silently, trying to heal yourself while still holding yourself responsible for wounds that were never your fault. You were taught to endure pain in silence, to keep peace even when it cost your own, to carry burdens alone because you believed nobody else would understand. And I tell you now, release that. Release the belief that healing must be lonely. Release the belief that strength means carrying everything without help. Release the belief that you must always be the one who holds it all together. That is not strength, that is exhaustion disguised as endurance. You have been strong for long enough. Now it is time to be supported. Type Amen. Your love is unending, Lord, if His mercy has never failed you.